Surprise, surprise. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm back. So, I'm glad to be back 3 mornings with my beautiful and charming voice. Yeah, we'll continue this model. I know that some of you saw it, the progress over the Pixologic challenge, but yeah, I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth. So if you can't follow it live, then you can just catch up on Thursday nights on Pixologic. So um, right now I'm still working out the schedule for the streaming in the morning, because one of the things that I would like to do more is actually to do more training, offline training on ZBrush and or sculpting, arts, whatever. And this I'm not planning to broadcast. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, maybe not today, but I mean, oops. So it's funny. I just heard a sound, and I made custom sounds for every time that someone is actually interacting with me, and I completely forgot. But anyways, thanks for that sound. It just made me really happy, like that morning bring. Yeah, it's yeah. I just need to update my sounds, and or at least write it down or something. So that's one of the things I'm not even sure. Right now, I've relinked my restream chat to this account, and since I'm bouncing back with the Pixologic one, I'm not sure if I can see your comments. So please feel free to say hello or goodbye, whatever, as long as I can see if it works just fine. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is just cleaning up, the cleaning up that I started last Thursday night. Well, Thursday night Eastern time, but yeah. I'm just extracting meshes with 0 thickness, and then I'm doing a Z remesh. You see this some kind of strip along the polygons. I want to keep it fairly low because it's for our surface kind of parts, it's always easier to manipulate, and yeah, it's easier to manipulate and have straighter line. So to clean up, to have clean edges, you see all along, it's a lot easier to manipulate, just to clean up, but as well as if I need to move it back later to fit better on the model, I'll do that. Okay, I got some weird. Okay, we'll clean that up. So all groups, isolate, then delete it in. So here you go. I'm just doing small moves because I'm trying to get a straight line. Yeah, this can be a little bit annoying, but it's on a good purpose. And since it's an open faces, every time that you smooth, it won't, well, sometimes it doesn't budge, like most of the time it doesn't move at all. So it's a lot easier to, you know, have your center surface flat or clean instead of sculpting it on top and then moving all the points in different directions. So of course, with 0 subdivision levels, you can always use the Z modeler, which is, you know, that's definitely your friend. If you never get the chance to use it, I definitely recommend using it. I mean, for me, it was really something that I changed like my whole workflow around it. Like I picked that like fairly recently, but I was using it like mainly to clean up some of the meshes that I didn't want to go back to Max or Maya to clean. But I found that it's a lot more useful than that. And yeah, definitely if you got the chance, come on. That's a good way as well, like to check when you're extracting meshes. Like you see sometimes like a really bad, you know, parts like that. But even if I do like a mascoid poly group, it's still there. And yeah, after that, like maybe like for the sculpt, it won't matter. You'll be able to sculpt. But if you're planning to print this, then you know, for sure you'll get some errors, or you know, like you just have like a higher percentage of failure when you print it, because of course like that part there's no reason why you want it. It was not like something planned, and we all know that you know, even if you got like a cheap filament or resin, it's still money coming out of your pocket. So usually when you want to print it, you just try to maximize the chances of success. So right now, like I'm still like really cleaning up. I'm not really I don't care if it's following my original pattern. I will go back after that once it's clean, and then I will realign everything. So I'm kind of worried, like I don't see anything in the chat. I'm gonna just reply to the chat. I don't even bother filling up those holes. The zero mesher will do that for me. I just want to have like something that fill up the space and that it's clean. And if it at some point it's not workable, I'll just zero mesh. Like, you know, like right now could be a good time. And at 0.5, because I want to keep it low. See, now it's remesh, and you know, of course I'll need like to go back to some of the parts, but like many of them that I already did, see, like a perfectly straight line. That's a cool part, you know, since Z remesher is actually smart. It's yeah, it just fills in the gap and do topology accordingly. So I'm definitely taking advantage of that. Advantage of that. I was hearing like a video playing in the back, so I just wanted to. I think it's the same video that I'm streaming with on my YouTube page, and I just wanted to shut it off. there's one thing to talk, there's another one to hear yourself talking. I'm just gonna go outside of the solo mode and see. Yeah, that's it. We don't barely see it, but like the orange line tells you in which direction you want it to be deleted. So that's why it was like deleting the wrong parts before. Coffee time. So how is it going, everyone? Having a blast? Are you taking your coffee just like me, or something else? I'm always comparing like how much similarities we got between the two. So those border edges are always better to be moved by hand, because I often get when I move them with the flatten tool, it's way too aggressive. Even if I put like the intensity to a really small amount, I feel like it's way too intense. Like so I rather like just go in with the move tool and hanging there. I'm finishing this up, and after that we'll go on the second part of this. This one is like a longer one since it's a lot more bigger. But it's getting there. I hope you guys see what I'm talking about when I say like it's easier to clean up. Like right now, like I can just look at it and reposition it, everything easier. I mean, it's a lot more easier. Damn, still pretty early, huh? It's my brain is still waking up. Over here, it's like 5:45 a.m. Where you guys are from, feel free to say it. I always like to know in which part of the world the streamers are. Well, not the streamers, but the viewers are. If I don't know in which part of the world I am, it's I think we'll have a problem. Okay, so now one of the things before I start doing this, I'll just slowly push it out so I can see it, you know. There you go. Get back up there. So one of the things that I kind of like with the original one was that I actually add like art angles. So I'm gonna bring those back. And like you can see, I got the AccuCurve on. It's a lot easier to I'm just like, instead of moving like a couple of points, which it gives like a rounder kind of a influence, I'm using it with AccuCurve, which is, it selects mainly like only one point, so it's a lot easier to create sharper edges or angles. So now that my border points are not so bad, I'll just go back in and smooth the hell out of it. Just have a more even face, smoother surface. Since my sketch was like kind of really messy. It goes super thick around this part, so I'll try to readjust that. I think it looks better. Smooth it out. Okay, so now we can go ahead and do the next part, which is the panel loop. No loops. That's the loops that you're going to be putting on the side. Zero polish, zero bevel, elevation minus 100. And then we'll try that. Okay, way too thin. Just a little bit more. Since we'll be doing like booleans at the end of that, like a combined booleans, I just want to be sure it's touching. So one of the things that I really don't like is, once more, I could always like mask it and edit, but from what I remember, like most of the time, you get better result when you try to have this as clean as possible. So definitely, guys, put the time in if you can to have like something that you really like before you go to the panel loop and all that jazz. So we'll go with that, just to be sure everything is alright. So panel loop. Okay, and isolate. Some of it is still like messy, but you know, for the most of it, it looks good. So creases, I'll put it to 1, and increase by polygroup. So it put like on the edge this kind of a line, which is, it's not really geometry, it's just like telling my mesh, okay, try those edges hard, keep those edges hard. So, and since I put it to crease 1, it will release the edges after 1 subdivision. So of course it might not be perfect, like especially when I do like hard edges, it's you need like to go back. I do undos instead of just like lowering to subdivision 1, just because sometimes stuff shifts when you subdivide, especially with smooth on. So I just want to have like the best result. Well, yeah, I just want like nothing to be moving around, since I've spent so much time cleaning up. So I'm trying to put like a bevels, everything everywhere that it's supposed to be a hard angle. Oops. Just looking around if I did everything. Yeah, I might have forgot about this one. Okay, and then at the end. Okay, so we'll try that. Divide. Okay, so now it's keeping up the shape a lot more. So yeah, one other thing that I want to mention is like, unfortunately, like the streams that I'm doing at over at Pixelogic, they won't be archived on my Twitch channel or my YouTube. So you need like to go to the Pixelogic Twitch or Pixelogic YouTube channel. Sorry about that. And to be able to see my videos. Yeah, there at this moment there's like no way to be able to duplicate like videos on, you know, private channel and other channels. But yeah, so if you wanna see what I did in the past, I think there's like a playlist on YouTube of my the stuff that I did. So it's still always like on the same model for now. It's basically I just wanted to work on this model, and since working alone can be sometimes boring, I'd rather stream it, so at least if it can help someone. So it's not like if it's a class or I'm saying what I'm doing, but I mean it's not like if it's not like how can I say that? My purpose are not for education. It's just like it's like an excuse to do my own projects. And since I got, you know, viewers and audience, it's a constant reminder or motivation to go back to the stream and continue my model. It's so easy to do models that will never get finished. So I'm kind of done with that. Of course, I think anyone should try it out. I mean, if you got doubts or, I mean, yeah, okay, maybe you won't come out on your best light, but I mean, like I don't think nobody is like a great or awesome right off the bat. It's just like practice, and then something decent's come out. So. Okay, so this will be it for now. Remove the mask, and then I will just continue. that's the thing, like I'm going through it because I know that, you know, on my sketch it's overlapping over each other, so I'll do like another part later that takes bigger and sit it on top. But for this, like it's I just want to build up my layers. And one of the things that I didn't mention, but I tried to go as the deepest layer. Well, you know, you see those stripes, like the one that everything overlaps on it, and then I build on top. Same thing with this, you know, like those parts they go over, so I'll do them after. Oops. I just want to keep my mask on. That's probably because I've put like this smooth on. Yeah, extract smooth surface. That's why I get like this extra border. So usually I just it's not a big deal. I just group mask, which I just did, you know, isolate with Control Shift and then delete then. So, oh, my girlfriend is giving me a signal. So, have a good day, and yeah, I'll be restreaming tonight, and hoping to see you tonight. If not, then maybe I'll try to restream tomorrow morning. So, have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.